Hello everyone, it is my pleasure to greet all the fans who are watching us in North, Central America and the Caribbean, as well as around the world. My name is Pedro Velázquez and I am the head of national competitions at Concacaf. We're here today in the Concacaf headquarters in Miami to conduct the official draw of the 2021 Concacaf Under-20 Championship Qualifier stage. The 2021 Concacaf Under-20 Qualifiers are set to take place in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, between November 5th and November 14th of 2021. In total, 19 CONCACAF member associations will compete in the tournament that will determine the 4 member associations that will advance to the championship phase. The championship phase will serve to determine the CONCACAF representatives at the 2023 FIFA Under-20 World Cup as well as the 2024 Olympic football tournament. This edition of the tournament will be played in 2 stages, beginning with the qualifying stage and followed by the championship stage. The qualifying stage will consist of the lowest ranked participating member associations in the CONCACAF Under-20 ranking. A total of 19 teams will be divided into 3 groups of 5 teams each and 1 group of 4 teams. After round-robin play, the winner of each group will advance directly to the round of 16 in the championship, joining the top-ranked 16 teams. The CONCACAF Under-20 ranking as of June of 2019 has been used to determine in which stage each team will participate. The final championship will kick off with a group stage in June of 2022. In a few minutes, we will divide the 19 participating teams into 3 groups of 5 teams each and 1 group of 4 teams. The group stage draw will be conducted using a single blind system involving 5 pots. Pot 1 will contain the names of the 4 teams in the 5th tier of the ranking: Dominican Republic, the host, Bermuda, Curaçao, and Nicaragua. Pot 2 will contain the names of the 4 teams in the 6th tier of the ranking: Puerto Rico, St. Lucia, Grenada, and Guyana. Pot 3 will contain the names of the 4 teams in the 7th tier of the ranking: Dominica, Cayman Islands, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Belize. Pot 4 will contain the names of the 4 teams in the 8th tier of the ranking: Barbados, San Martin, U.S. Virgin Islands, and Sint Maarten. And Pot 5 will contain the names of 3 teams in the 9th tier of the CONCACAF Under-20 ranking: Anguilla, Montserrat, and British Virgin Islands. The draw will begin with the teams from Pot 1, Dominican Republic, Bermuda, Curaçao, and Nicaragua, that will be drawn into positions A1, B1, C1, and D1, as they are the top 4 teams in the ranking for the qualifier stage. We will continue with Pot 2. The first team draw will be placed in Group A, position 2, followed by the second team, which will be placed in position B2, the third team in C2, and the fourth team in D2. The same procedure will be followed for Pot 3, 4, and 5, distributing the teams in position 3, 4, and 5 of each group respectively, except for Pot number 5. Now that we know that the competition format and the draw procedures, let's begin the draw. So we'll start with the first sphere of Pot 1, and this team will be assigned to position A1 and is the national team of Curaçao. Okay, so Curaçao will go to Group A. Let's find out who will be the team that will be going to Group B in position 1, and it's the host, Dominican Republic. Okay, Dominican Republic, then the host goes to Group B. The next sphere of the Pot 1 will be the team going in position 1 of Group C, and it's Bermuda. Okay. And the last sphere is the team that will complete all the positions 1 of each of the group. This one going to Group D and is Nicaragua. Okay. Now let's proceed to pot number 2. All the teams of this pot will go to position 2 of each of the groups. Grenada. So Grenada will be joining Curacao in Group A. Let's see which team will join the host Dominican Republic in Group B, and is the national team of St. Lucia. So St. Lucia and Dominican Republic are forming Group B. This sphere and this team will go to Group C, position 2, joining Bermuda, and is Puerto Rico. Okay. And the last sphere of pot number 2 is Guyana. So with Guyana, we conclude pot number 2. Let's move now to pot 3. All the teams of pot 3 will be placed in position 3 of each of the groups. Dominica. So Dominica will go to Group A together with Curacao and Grenada. This team will go to Group B, and it's the national team of Belize. So the host, Dominican Republic, St. Lucia, and Belize are conforming Group B so far. The next team will go to Group C, and is St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So Bermuda, Puerto Rico, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines are conforming Group C. And the last sphere to conclude pot 3 draw and Group D is the Cayman Islands. So the Cayman Islands are in position 3 of Group D. Let's proceed now to the 4th pot of the draw to determine who will go in Group A, and it's St. Martin. So St. Martin go to Group A. Let's see who will be joining 3 teams already in Group B, and this time is St. Martin. St. Martin will be now going in Group B with Dominican Republic, St. Lucia, and Belize. The next sphere, as you already know, will go to Group C, and is the national team of Barbados. So Barbados goes to Group C, and the last sphere will go to position 4 of Group D, U.S. Virgin Islands. So U.S. Virgin Islands will conclude Group D. Now let's move now to pot 5, which only has 3 spheres, which means that Group A, B, and C will have a total of 5 teams, and we already concluded Group D with 4 teams, and it's British Virgin Islands. So BVI will be completing Group A with Curacao, Grenada, Dominica, and San Martin. The next sphere will finish Group B, where the host is located, and is the national team of Anguilla. So with this, we conclude Group B, and the last sphere of the draw for the Concacaf Under-20 qualifiers. Going into position 5 of Group C is Montserrat. Okay. With this, we conclude the draw. Let's review the groups one more time. Group A, Curacao, Grenada, Dominica, St. Martin, and British Virgin Islands. Group B, the host, Dominican Republic, St. Lucia, Belize, St. Martin, and Anguilla. Group C, Bermuda, Puerto Rico, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Barbados, and Montserrat. Group D, Nicaragua, Guyana, Cayman Islands, and U.S. Virgin Islands. So there you have it. We want to wish you all the best to all the participating teams in the Concacaf Under-20 qualifier stage. Remember, as previously announced and recently announced by Concacaf, This competition will now serve not only to qualify the 4 teams into the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in 2023, but also the teams that will represent Concacaf in the next Football Olympic tournament. Thank you for your attention and have a great day.